Alrighty, so I'm sure many of you will recognise this spot if you live on the south coast of the UK. We're at the River Ada, and it's a lovely morning actually. I thought it was going to be a little bit wet, but I've literally just got here, thrown 2 baits out. We've had a bit of rain. The water is, as is often the case, just so chocolatey, really dark. And if you look at it, you can actually see some flow going that way. But I think that's just the runoff, the freshwater rain runoff, because the tide should be flooding. And I'll just pick a rock down there by the water's edge. And in fact, there is one down there that when I looked at it 10 minutes ago, there was a lot more of it covered. So it's definitely flooding, although it doesn't look that way. And the reason being is because if it was a clearer river, there's one local to me in Havant, and you can often see after rainfall, you can see the flow on the top going out, but you can see the incoming salt water underneath it, and it's a real strange thing because it's sort of blurry. The salt water underneath it's blurry, and it sounds like really odd. You think, how can water go out and come in? Well, it does, because I've seen it. You won't see it here, but it's probably doing similar. Anyway, the flounders don't seem to mind a little bit of fresh water. They certainly swim around in brackish water, so fingers crossed. I imagined I'd see some other anglers here, but I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't. Anyhow, it is a very nice morning. It's about 8:30 at the moment. Just waiting for the bites. Well, I'd be lying if I said I saw the bite, but one muddy little flounder, so I've not blanked. Only a little one, you go straight back. Okay, well, second cast, that's much more like it. What a lovely little fish. Look at that, chunky, chubby little flounder. Perfect. And I've got a bite on here. Have it. Let's get him back. Well, I bought a third rod in case it was slow, and it's anything but. I've only been fishing half an hour, 2 flounders, and I don't know if it's going to show it while I'm holding the camera, but I did have a bite on the one I've literally just chucked out. Anyway, I'll give that a few seconds to materialise and I'll bring it in. Good start. Really good start. Well, that bite hasn't materialised anymore, so could have been crabs, I suppose, but it certainly looked like a fish tugging at it. Could be little whiting, they sometimes come this far up, certainly shoal bass do. Some bigger bass occasionally. But yeah, the tide's definitely coming up rapidly now. You'll see down there, if I be careful where I walk, because it's very muddy underfoot here and slippery. You'd be paying attention at night time, that's for sure, because you could easily slip down there. But yeah, basically you can just see the bank sort of shelves up quite steeply just here, so in a minute that water will be lapping up to the grass, and that'll put it about another 6 foot deeper at least. So, you know, the river is sort of fairly deep in the midsection. Part where I am now, there's like a little island bit in the middle there that splits the two. And I just thought, well, they're either going to go one way round or the other, and it's sort of narrow, a bit of a narrow point here. And it seems to be all right, actually. Seems to be working. Very nice indeed. Well, there's my bait. Lovely drop of rag from Cosham Angling. That's all I've got. Nothing special. It's not maddies or anything like that. There's no lug. Purely sort of, I'd say, you know, smallish ragworm, but probably average size ones. Not king rag, certainly. Wouldn't bother me if they were king rag. And flounders, them little flatties, they're very greedy little fish. They'll easily draw a big worm in with little effort. So I've got no issues at all about using bigger rag. This just happens to be, I think, an ideal size. So yeah, that's all it is, and it's doing the biz so far. Let's get this baited up and get it out. That'll do. Gentle plop. Back that drag off. That'll do. That was more like it. I had a cracking bite. Really, really nice bite on that middle rod. Actually knocked it out of the stand. Let's see let's see if it's still on. Turn that clicker off. Oh, turn it off, I said. Right, let's get the right way over the other line. What a cracking bite that was. Wowee. That proper went well. I think it's still on. I hope so. Turn that clicker off since, but does it come off? Turn it off, I said. Oh, it bloody has. Right, let's get the right way over. Shame, that was a really good line. Bite. What a cracking bite that was. Took the rod out of the proper went went well. I think it's still on. I hope so. You know, that's about the best bite I've had on this river, really. I've not had anything take a rod out of a stand. It could have been a bass, I suppose. They do come up here, some sizable ones as well occasionally. But I don't know, it did look floundery to me. Or maybe I dropped a nice big chubby flounder. Never know, will I? Unless I hook it again. Oh, middle rod tapping. You want to stop, put the camera on it. It usually does a trick. But there was a bite again on that middle rod. Strange that. That's the last one out there. Oh, you want to stop, put the camera on it. It usually does a trick. Just tied. Sometimes a bite again on that middle rod. Strange that. Trash that. That's the last one out the line and pulls it along. But that was certainly a bite on that middle rod. I think that's again. Just tied. That's the one with the loomy lead. Sometimes you get bits of like eelgrass. Might be something in these loomy leads. Catches the line and some. Pulls it along. But that was certainly a bite on that middle. You can probably see the water's come right up this bank, and actually I've had a couple of really good bites, and that middle rod with the loomy lead has just had another couple of twangs, so it'd be nice to see a flounder being reeled in. The reason that you don't see that often is because I've got to get the camera out, turn it on, get it set up, and I missed that last bite through it, and that was a good bite. Just want to know what it was, you know. But yeah, so you occasionally you're gonna miss action because it's just the nature of doing filming, I'm afraid. But I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I mean, that water does come up real quick. In a minute, I'm gonna have to move back, because it will come up to where I'm standing, where my rods are set up. But yeah, the fact that I'm getting bites is great, actually, because obviously shore fishing it's hard work. Make no bones about it. It certainly is for me anyway. I'm I suppose what you call a messer as far as shore fishing goes. I like it, I enjoy it, but I ain't much cop at it, not really. So anything is good. Any bites, any fish I see. Fish that sometimes, you know, from the boat, I mean flounders, I'm happy to see them anywhere. But sort of shoal bass and there's still action on that rod. Still just slightly, only small taps, but from the shore it's a bit different. Sort of, you know, strap eels and the like. Happy to see them really from the shore. Not too many. Same with dogs. But anyway, I'll come back to that. If it goes again, I'll reel it in. Not sure if I'm going to finally show you a flounder. Actually bringing one in. Am I? No, I'm not. You can see the water's almost come up to me rod stand now. And I've been getting bites galore. Some of it has been crabs sort of pulling on the line, but there's been absolutely 100% fish bites, 100% taps. I've not hooked up to anything since those original 2 flounders though, and my 3/4 pound of ragworm is now looking more like a couple of ounces, so I won't be here much longer, but I've been here about just under 3 hours I suppose, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a lovely venue, as long as the dog walkers are civil and keep their dogs under control, which is nice, and they have been so far, then it's a pretty good day, and I'm still getting bites. Okay, so 3 hours on the river, run out of bait now, still getting bites, getting crabs as well, mine, but I'm more than happy with 2 flounders. You know, 3 hours, I think, about 3.5 hours maybe, no more than that I've fished here, so I'll take it. More than happy with 2 flounders for a little short morning session. Right then, if I don't see you all before Christmas, have a good one.